Welcome back, everybody, to episode 11 of Black Book. We find ourselves again back at the old Izba of our grandfather, Old Ego. With us, our trusted cat, Proshka. We stopped here last time after finding out about the cause that created all the incidents at the salt mine, which was down to a mermaid. And our initial fight left its mark. We pretty much, depleted our stock of herbs. And we didn't fully defeat her either, so she just disappeared. And there's an expectation that we are likely going to see her again. As you can see, a lot of exclamation mark, and we're going to go through them. Before I start, just a quick word. First, apologies for a larger moment of silence. I've been away on travel, and I've just returned, but I am aiming to get a couple more videos up, hopefully over the next few days. And then one more thing. I may have to mute my microphone a couple of times during the recording, but I'm really struggling with some heavy hay fever at the moment. So just in case you hear some clackering sounds, I'll try to edit them out, but if I'm not 100% successful, you know why. But I think that's still a better option than you having to suffer listening through my sneezing. Without further ado, let's have a look what we have. Let's start with our shorts. 2 of them are ready. Let's see what we've got. Task completed. What ruins all of the girl's work. The family starts to hate her. Alright, take the reward. Wait. Oh. Yes. Oh. The demon returns with a smile. Worms ate part of the upcoming harvest. Take the reward. Wow, our sin counter is steadily going up. Let's have a look. First for him. 4 and 2, 5 and 2, 6 and 3, 4 and 1, very good, and 2 and 1. Let's take this one. Make children disobedient. Well, they're gonna do that sooner or later anyway, right? So let's go for it. And now we have 5 and 5, 6 and 5, 7 and 6, 3 and 4. Wow, so he always gets quite a bit of quite a bit of sin up. So I think this is probably the best one. Fly as a fiery snake. Let's do that. And the other ones have 1 day left, so we should be good for the moment. Let's talk with Proshka first, as he, she, they were obviously accompanying us on the way to the salt factory. Vasya, what's that? What in the name are you doing? You can't pet me. I'm not your cat. I'm a demon, alright? Can't pet you. Let me tame him with a good poker hit. Wait. What poker? Are you mad, Grabs? Maybe that'll make you better, Susetko. I have to feed you for what? Out of my kind heart? Yesterday some bird flew in. I had to chase it off. Where were you then? Not a sign, you furry chort. Wait, stop. Come on. You hit me, damn it. Be careful, Ego. Alright, I get it. I will do a better job as a Susetko from now on. That's better. Next time my hit will find its mark. He's not the kind to spoil his children. I know, right? About Proshka. What happened after you became a spirit? Seems like I do remember. We Susetkos can see the future quite well. The past we forget after a century or so. I was from the Chud tribe, I think. You are one of the Chud? They say Chud are all small and wide-eyed. But there you are. You're cats. There are spirits like that called Chud. People lived here, a tribe like Komi-Permians, a long time ago. So I was one of them. There was my hut, at the same place where the church was built. Or a dugout it was? I remember exactly that I've lived at the same spot. They must have buried me under the threshold, so I became a house spirit. And when Izba was gone, and the church appeared, then I must have moved there. A lot of things happened. I will stir my memory a bit more about how I was a Susetko in that Izba. I'll tell you later. Shape changing. So you can take any shape? I can. A wolf or a man, take a pick. Usually I don't need it though. Ordinary people see us like shadows, nothing more. And the rest, they imagine themselves. Okay. Well, talk to you later. I would assume that similar to, what was his name? The soldier, Kolya. I guess the more we engage in the dialogue options, then we will probably unlock a special route to maybe, again, do like a side quest for Proshka, which might increase her abilities or even add another one. But let's talk to our grandfather, because that's obviously all the reason we came back here. The other day, I met that woman who sells sweets. Remember her? She got a hernia this big, half the size of her face. Well, it's not very nice of you, Grandpa. About you. Tell me what happened next. How did you become a Koldun? Right then. So, I'm holding this hat. The Chord strangled Prokopi and wanted the hat back. And it was exchanged to him, mind you. So, he needed to give something to me in return. I figured that one out, young as I was. So, I think, what to ask for? Some money? A fancy shirt? So I figured, if I wanted to be a knower, I should think for myself. Bring me, I tell him, the black book. I'll trade it for your hat. They all disappeared, and I'm standing in the circle, waiting. The fiend was gone for a while, returned only at dawn, all covered in scratches. It wasn't easy for him to get it, but he did bring back the book. It was sealed in Sukharov Tower, it was. For how long? No one knows. So that's how I obtained it, and became a knower. All by myself, as you see. Why can't people see demons? Who knows? That's for God to decide. Only the knowers see demons. Okay. Let me just quickly check if there's anything else. No, it's just the same story again. Okay. And then this one again. Alright, talk to you later. Oh, and I just see we have a visitor. It would be nice if they would highlight this one in orange as well, just to make it a little bit more visible. Come in, Pahom. We need to think about what to do next. We share the events at the factory. She even escaped your Zagavos. Only powerful evil spirits are able to do that. I think someone is protecting her. This demon scared the entire factory. Even after you chased her away, the haunting continues. Some workers saw shadows in the barn. God damn them. But what should we do next? Can't we get the Brine back? We can think of something. We also need the water demons. That Rusalka mentioned her father. Who could she be talking about? Yeah. So the Rusalka was the mermaid, basically, that we fought off. Rusalka? Christ almighty, God help us. She mentioned her father? Well, it's clear to me. The Wadianoi becomes father to all evil spirits of the water. Vakul is the one we need to go to. Wadianoi, also known as Vakul, Komi-Permian word, master spirits of different bodies of water. All the water spirits are subject to them. The sword walker grows pale. Vakul. So, the Wadianoi has something to do with it. What did you think? You may not have dealt with him with your factory, but maybe you should have. Millers, for instance, all deal with him. At the factory, I was doing fine with the Wadianoi I had. Whether you were or not, the small Wadianois are gone. This one has outsmarted them all, and now rules everywhere. The small ones all went into hiding, and you can't find them now. You can meet him in Hell's Lake. New task. Pahom, go back. You can't do anything now. And you, Vasilisa, get going. Got it? Alright, there were a few things now, so Vakus, is there anything else that you can tell us about it? What do you know about the Vodyanoi? A powerful chord, and an old one. People say he was here before Christ, and remembers the old times. He has an underwater palace, but he may speak to you on the lake. Will he break the seal for me? Try to convince him. I told you, you won't find any other Vodyanos here. He's hard to convince, though, and I don't know if you'll be able to take him into battle. You're still weak. What kind of lake is that? The Permians call it Vatti. It means swampy lake. It's deep. One short tried to measure it and lost a rope. The Russians renamed it after the haunting started. If you ask me, Hell's Lake is quite a fitting name. Right, I guess it's time to go. Well, be careful out there with him. If you strike a bargain with him, stick to it. If something goes wrong, don't panic. You have your black book. God be with you. Alright, well, I guess there's nothing else for us to do right now, so let's head out. And can we choose? Oh no, so he seems to be locked. So Proshka, okay, so we can only take Proshka with us. That's fine. Let's start with the book merchant and set off. You have goosebumps, sign of a devilish presence. You look around, your only companion is humming among the silence. Suddenly, a dark figure steps out from the shade. It is a scribe, a Zagabor dealer. I think the text is always the same, right? Be wise and go forth. Knowledge will serve as your daily bread. We can look if there's anything interesting. Wait, wow. Well-versed sacrifice. So the page effect amplifies by 1 for every other page of the same color. So does that mean that if I play more black colored cards while I'm playing this one, the amount of damage then increases, yeah? Okay. Swipe removes page from the book till the end of battle and inflicts 3 damage, but double shield. Wow. pt.11. Blessed 2. Eternal. Status doesn't vanquish with battle progress, but increases waste on enemy. I take this one, and I have the money. Alright, thank you, book merchant. I think we need to change that though, right? What was the name of it? I think it was a dark page. This one. Bloodburn. What is it? Is it a key page? It's a key page. Keys. Oh, the aiming is so good. This is also good. Oh, god. Okay, one gone. And then this in. Okay, so we're back at 33. Alright, let's head out to Upper Onir, a small fishing village to the east of Hell's Lake. They say that around here everyone has seen a mermaid at least once. The sun is setting when you see the village of Burkni Onir. You pick up the pace. You need to get to Hell's Lake before dawn. The villagers show you the shortest route to the lake, warning you about the dangers on the road. Plus 100, nice. Okay. Pine Grove. This won't be part of Hell's Lake, surrounded by an old pine forest. Pale moonlight falls on rotten and broken trees. You feel the presence of leshies, or some other evil spirits. Let's ask the leshies permission. Or draw a circle. Let's try the permission. You whisper a ritual formula and step into the glade. Suddenly, chords fly from all over. The detritus seems to be their doing. Schultz warned you before you have time to draw a circle. Ah, so we lose 3 health. So we should have drawn the circle first. Alright. What do we have? Number of turns until recitation is complete. He will damage with 2. And this is gonna be... Curse. Okay. That goes for all enemies. If I do play this, yeah, damage is reduced because style doesn't come into effect. So you know what, I'm gonna take this one out and just try and see how it goes. And we'll take Proshka's defense, and that should be enough to at least shield this off. Nice. Alright. So Urazi, what's this? Gesture. Easting skin removes positive status. What bastard. $16. We're full health, we don't need this, but we can do this. 16, does it change? Just to check? No, it doesn't change, so yeah. So we can do this. Yeah, and I think that's fine. Okay. Very interesting. Number of turns until the recitation is complete, and he's gonna hit me as well, so let's do Amen. We can do this as an extra gesture because it gives us 2 shield. And we don't have a negative status. He only does 2 damage. And we don't need this, but let's do this. So at least we get a little bit more shield just in case. It's a shame that we couldn't have 1 black card to attack him. Yeah, it's fine. And his recitation is now complete. Okay, so that did damage us. Oh no, he takes 3 again. Removes positive status, alright. Oh, damage when health is lost, that's very nice. But I don't think that's gonna happen a lot. So we can do this to get rid of him. And that heals me for 4, so we're almost full again. We could do another one. Yeah, let's do this one as well. So he's gonna die, and then we do this on him. It's fine. So I've played this because he's not gonna do anything for the next 3 rounds, and I think that will be enough to get rid of his 12 health. But at least this way we're completely full again once we leave the fight. He is gone, and that means I only have to deal with 1. Oh. Lock. We don't need. And I think that should be it. There we go. Death to demons. Mikhail Voyevoda. 6 pages doubled if there's an enemy with status curse. Well-versed in regeneration gives 3 each round. Oh, they are both interesting. I think I'm gonna take this one though. That's so specific, so I wonder whether it's gonna come in use, so that's one, yeah. We can have a quick look. Eternal. Doesn't vanish. Increases 2 each time you lose health. And removes page from the book till the end of the battle. I need to try swipe at some point, or at least one of the swipe cards, because I still don't fully understand. Because if your fights last that long, like some of the ones that we had before, does that mean you're left with absolutely no pages? So you can't fight anymore? Anyway, I'm gonna go with this one. Nice. That was a good fight. Vernichugrum's swamp. The swamp is so overgrown with moss that it looks like the back of some huge beast, partially buried underground. I've heard stories of Mang und... Could this be it? A pine tree, cracked by lightning, stands by the edge of a swamp. You know that lightning can be useful, and come closer. The tree is blackened and split in two. Strangely, the air is still filled with the smell of a thunderstorm. Your search soon bears fruit. You find a thunderstone. Oh. He who carries the stone shall fear neither demon nor misfortune, for he is strong when his palms carry the stone of Perun. Strength and status bless +1. That's pretty good. Oh, and a side adventure in Skit. I've heard that a hermit monk lives around here. Oh, we will definitely look that one up then. Maybe someone who can sell us some herbs. You enter the serene piney woods. Soon after you find the source of the powers of light. There's an old Izba amongst the trees, leaning comfortably on a branching pine. With a quiet squeak, the door opens and a hermit welcomes you. Priest. I've never thought a witch would come and visit me. Why do you think I'm a witch? I feel evil spirits a mile away. You're calling me an evil spirit? Come on, don't be mad. Could Providence bring you here? Have a rest. I've put the samovar on and lit it with juniper branches. I have a request for you. Okay, drink some tea. Alright, bring a tea. Drink the tea interest. Oh, okay, we didn't need that, but anyway. What's your request? I think you can handle it. Some hunters recently passed by here, but they never left, even after the ice drift. I followed them. Their camp isn't far from here. Their things are all in disarray, as if they never left in the spring. But there's no sign of them. I felt evil spirits there, but haven't seen anyone. Please, find where the demons kidnapped them. The camp's to the south, you say? I may drop by to find out what happened to them. So, I might be a witch, but who are you? I'm a hermit, and this is my skit. I live here, far from worldly things, and serve God. There's plenty of holy saints, and the simple folk have plenty of troubles. So I pray here for the Holy Spirits to help our people with their troubles. I hope they can hear me. Folk saints. Based on church menologies, Russian folk menology was also developed. Christian holidays were reinterpreted and fused with local ceremonies, rituals, and beliefs. Christian saints were imbued with miraculous abilities of patronage and intercession, serving as the protectors of the home, the people, livestock, farming, and crafts. Saint Nicholas, for example, favors not only sailors, but also wild animals, agriculture, beekeeping, and construction. Saint George, Gregory the Brave, is the patron saint of cattle. He is known as a wolf shepherd, who also serves as the patron saint of hunters. Among the peasantry, the cult of the Virgin Mary was different from how the church depicts her. She was more down to earth and made her presence known in everyday activities. She is more sympathetic and acts as a helper in difficult situations, protector against evil spirits, and an intercessor in heaven. She is the patron saint of maidens, women, and those in labor. You can also have a quick look. Oh, that is the thunder arrow that we found, or thunderstone. But I'm pretty happy with the other items that we have at the moment. Yeah. I mean, the Opterica's wreath is also nice, but yeah, anyway. Show me the way. Listen, witch. Try to get off this road. There's nothing but trouble for you at its end. Hey, okay, that didn't make any sense. You asked me to go here? Anyway, a hermit told me there used to be a hunter's camp here. Okay. You follow the directions of the hermit and soon come to a clear glade. You notice fir branches and a gap fire. It's clear that the hunters camped here. A fire lit between two logs or built close to a wall of logs so that it burns slower without need of attendants. Oh, so we can walk around. That's good. And I can already see Peter's Cross removes poison, removes waste. Yeah, it's definitely easier to control the character with the WASD keys. Just want to have a really good look around. Tracks. No, not yet. No. Koluka. Bless 3. Okay. See if there's more over here. Hunter's things. Alright, let's take a look at the gap fire first. The gap fire is almost completely burned out. No one leaves fires like this behind in the forest. Tracks. They glow blue. Some chort has been here. I can follow them. The axe is covered in rust. A hunter would never leave behind a thing like that. I saw a similar axe by the windmill. Okay. It shows the hand symbol, but for some reason I can't pick it up, so it's fine. Hunter's things. Some of the hunter's things are still scattered about here. You managed to find one of their clumsily written diaries and a small pouch with silver rubles. Read the diary. It's difficult to make out anything from the illiterate scrawlings of a peasant. They consist mainly of hunting observations and notes. Your attention is drawn to a strange passage. February. Old man knocked on the door, frozen. Started dying during the night. Suffered long, maybe a cold one. Died only in the morning. Would be better if I took down the main beam. February later. Going home soon. Bad sleep at night. Something makes noise in dark. Scary. February later. Ivan disappeared at night. Going home. Everyone's scared. This is the last entry. And then I can read the diary again. It's difficult to make out anything. It's the same thing. Okay. Should we take the rubles? Probably increases our sin counter, but we take it anyway. Okay. This was set off. He might be the one who carried the hunters away. Tracks, they glow blue. Okay, so I think we've done everything that we can here. Just want to look at the fire again. It seems as if the hunters went away for a moment somewhere, but never came back. Okay, yeah, that's it. So, set off. You found traces of the evil spirits and now can go searching for the missing hunters. Time to go. Warehouse. Demon tracks lead to this hunting warehouse. Let's see. A foul silence hovers over the shed. You take a step and wince. A dry branch under your foot breaks with a loud crack like a dry bone. Oh, there's a herb over here. Please let it be an Adam's head. Break up. Okay. Breakups are nice, don't get me wrong. You can eliminate shields and all of that, but we have like 0 healing items left. And it just feels very challenging to rely on RNG in battle to give us those cards that recover healing. Alright, let's look inside. The rotten stairs lead inside. You notice a sweet stench. Oh, hello there. Just taking a screenshot. Master Ethereal. Vampirism. Heals 20 heart when enemy loses health. Wow. Master or minions disappear. All attacks miss this creature. All attacks miss this creature. Duration 999. I'm not sure if waste will work, but 999, so I need something very specific, I guess. Okay. So it does. But now it's going to... This is so weird. So for 19... So for the next 20 rounds basically it will heal every time it does damage to me, and it does 5 times 4, so 20 damage. Well, yeah, why not? Why don't you? So that means every time... Because, I mean, I can block 5. Removes negative status, but I don't have a negative status at the moment. This is kind of pointless. Because I need something to take off the ethereal. It's gonna hit me for 15 now, so it's gonna heal completely up. Yep, there we go. Do I have a herb that I could use? Removes harmful status. Replenish. Prickish herb. Eliminate shield. Give for each round. Ignoring death. Decreases. Absorbs all damage from the next enemy attack. Increases the number of Sagubo. No. I have nothing. I have nothing that could help me with this. How do I get rid of this ethereal? Bony hand 21. It's the same thing again. And now I don't even have any kind of... And this won't take any damage anyway. Yeah, as long as I don't have anything to deal with the ethereal status, there is little to nothing that I can do, because clearly the only thing that does damage is waste. And his health is just gonna go up again, so it's higher again than it was before. And now it does the 5 times 20 again, so Waste, at least we can refresh. Not really sure what else to do. Damage when health is lost. Yeah, so it refreshes his own vampirism. I'm just gonna randomly play stuff. Again, just misses. Not much longer and I'm gonna be dead. Okay, this one time I might be able to block everything, yeah, that's it. And it heals 34 the minute I get damaged. So, yeah, 34. Well. Is there anything in my cards that would make a difference here? Removes negative status. Enemies. Removes positive status. And we're gonna do one round of this. I just don't really know what to do. I'm gonna try and remove a positive status. None of those help. So I'm gonna play Agria anyway, because I do think it increases regardless, and maybe if there is a way for me to get rid of this, then I would empt it up already. But look, this is 8 defense. Oh, and he refreshes his vampirism, so he's gonna heal even more. Wow, that's great. I think I just did it. I think I just removed the ethereal. Okay, we officially have a chance. And we get a 0, we get a blank on anything too. Okay. Well, let's use this. Let's block. Remains active for 1 turn. Removes another positive status. Let's try this one. New refresh waste. Okay, it's not a lot of damage, but let's see. Oh, we just got rid of vampirism. So at least he can't replenish himself through the massive amounts of damage he does. It's a start. It's a start. And now he does 19 again. Okay. Damage. This is 25. If I throw this in, it's 21. It's 4 less, but it at least saves us 6. So that's still 13 damage. Oof. Yeah, it's gonna be tough. So we should be down to 20 now. I don't know if that's gonna be enough to get rid of it. Well, that gives us blessing, which is great. Gesture, nice. Yep. Able would be better. 9 defense. Plus we're gonna heal, so this 6. Let's see. You know what? We're gonna take the last one, because I'm not quite sure. It doesn't show you how much you're gonna heal, but I think it's just the 8 that we're gonna heal. And then we have 9 defense, 11 damage. Well, let's try it. Nice. I think we have a chance. Okay, yeah, we can do this. Down to 12. Yeah, waste. Gria. This doesn't help us. More waste. It's exactly 12 damage. We did it! Oh, my goodness. Inflict damage equal to enemy status. Custom equal to enemy status. Moon Brother. Ooh. Moon Brothers. 750, wow, okay. The Eretnik collapses lifelessly. It seems to be a cold one that's been buried improperly. With a heavy heart, you cut the tendons on his feet and leave him for the crows to feast. He won't be able to walk among the living now. You remember the hunter's notes. It seems like the dead man took vengeance on the peasants for his violent death. No one inherited his knowledge or tried to relieve his suffering by dismantling the Izba's ceiling. You sigh and hope that when your time comes, you will not meet the same fate. That was a tough fight. That was a very tough fight. Could I go to the skater again? Visit it? No. Oh, that would have been perfect just to heal up again. because I have absolutely 0 healing items left. The area near the lake floods often. A swamp has formed here. So Hell's Swamp next to Hell's Lake. How fitting. A foul stream runs through the swamp. You notice 2 figures sitting on a stone beside it. Through the silence of the night, you hear cold laughter and a muted conversation. Come closer. The transfixed fisherman watches the rusalka that coils around him with glassy eyes. The claws of the spirit glisten in the moonlight. This is a recent acquaintance of yours. She jumps when she notices you. As soon as the demon looks away, the peasant comes to his senses. His eyes clear up, and he flees in horror. You again, witch? Feeling jealous of my boys? Sure you are. After all, they're all fine lads. What happened to the brine? Tell me, where did you hide the brine from the factory? Oh, witch, I have no time to answer your silly questions. But some of my old friends do. Have fun. The rusalka dives into the river laughing. Yeah, I kind of expected that. Waste. Oof. And he has 41. Damn. And I'm really not in a good position at the moment. Small claw. Alright. I'm gonna try this and see how much I'm gaining from that. It's technically speaking not a difficult fight, but because we start with such low health, and I want to see if I can get this up as much as possible before we go to the last stop of this part of the journey now. Oh, that hurt. Alright. What's he doing now? Increases waste on the turn start by 4. Removes positive status. No, my friend. This one. What do we have as in damage? 30. I'm gonna do this because I really need some health back. Because I think this is gonna hurt. Yeah, it does. Nice, this one's gone. Oof. It's gonna hurt. Decomposure. Chipnails waste to 13 damage. Oof. Oh no, I forgot to use Proshka's shield. That would have been useful now. Okay. Well, we're almost there, so I'm hoping I can use... No, nothing to give me health back. Oh, that's a shame. Well, we might as well just kill it off then, yeah. 59, wow. That's a strong combo. Oh, we lost even more. Burning herbs deals 7 total damage for each herb used. Oh wow. Removes page from the book. Increases 2 for each time you lose health. Death to demons. I probably need to go quickly into my black book again. And just see, are they all... Yep, they're all here. So Moon Brothers I definitely want. What's that? That's a scroll. That's an order. Okay. George Abdullahi anything else? Death to demons. That's a key. Do we anything have twice? Cold Fiend. Amen. Cold Fiend just saved us in the earlier fight to remove the positive status. Amen is the one that gives us the permanent piety. You know what? I'm gonna take lockout because I still don't really understand what it does for us. So I know it increases those that are increasing with every time you play it. I just feel something like this is, for right now, maybe a little bit more beneficial. Load on the pleaser refresh ability. And it gives us 7 energy back. No. It's an order. Scorch it is waste, but Scorched is really good. Maybe take one able out and add this one in. Okay. I have no idea. Hell's Lake. This is the lake old Ego told me about. Various types of evil spirits are often seen here. This is because the border between worlds is thin here. We're not in the greatest condition, I'm not gonna lie. You effortlessly find the fisherman's camp. The peasants have already built a fire and are preparing for a night of fishing. Oh, there's the ice again. Roaster. Oh yes. Adam's head, please. Yes, at least one. Ah, wonderful. Fisherman's things. You come upon the fisherman's belongings. One of them left his wallet among the ropes. Take the money. Sin counter up. Unnoticed. Yep. You take the money and step away from the fisherman's things. There's nothing of value. Well, sorry guys. Oh no, I can't really go much further than that. I can't go much further than that here either. Anything else here? No. That is literally it. So let's talk to the fisherman first. Oh Christ almighty, what are you doing here? I thought the Rusalka had returned to spoil our nets again. There's no water dripping from your dress though. Oh, Nivelishka. A Vodyanoi lives among humans. When a Vodjanoi's wife is about to give birth, he takes human form, goes to a town or village, finds a midwife and invites her to his underwater domain. Afterwards, he offers her a generous reward of silver and gold. People say that one time fishermen caught a child in their nets who was cheerful and played around when he was in the water, but grew sad and cried when brought into an Izba. The child turned out to be a child of a Vodyanoi. The fishermen let him go on one condition, that his father drive as many fish into their nets as possible. The underwater family was true to their word. A Vodyanoi is quite easy to recognize when he is in his human form. The left flap of his dress always drips water, and wherever he sits, he leaves behind a wet seat. Finally, his hair will drip water if he starts to comb it. Okay. Items. Oh yes, 2 again. Good evening. I'm looking for a boat to get me to the lake. Are you out of your mind, girl? How did your bullshit let you out of the house in the first place? The oldest in the family. I am not out of my mind. I need to get to the center of the lake and talk to the Vodyanoi. Vodyanoi? Fui, fui, fui. We've already caught some fish. Why don't you go on your way? Let's get fisherman. don't have time to object. A fisherman that you saved from the Rusalka comes out of the forest and falls at your feet. Thank you, kind lady. After his tale, the rest of the fishermen agree to help you in any way they can. Thank you, girl. I had no idea you were a Noah. Step into the boat as soon as you're ready. We'll get you to where you need to be. What, wasn't there more talking options? No. Well, it's tough shit, I guess. I wouldn't call this Hell's Lake. The water is clear. It shines with silver, like silk. And what is this, a roaster? In the boat? This fire attracts the fish. It means the fishermen are about to set off. He just said they already got their nets full. So which one is it? Anyhow, let's hop into the boat. You can get on a boat and set off to the meeting with the Vodianoi. Let's give it a go. What could possibly go wrong, right? I'm just trying to collect some screenshots while we're at it. Oh. That gives me an immediate... Oof. Immediate flashbacks to Dredge again. I need to play that game again. It's so good. Come to your senses at the bottom of the lake and take a sharp, panicked breath. You seem to be able to breathe in the water as if it was air. A cry of amazement echoes dully across the silty lakebed. A familiar Rusalka swims up to you from the inky depths. Harmful spirit. Wait, there was a new encyclopedia entry. Water. Water is a hostile element for man. Man has no innate ability to swim, but must learn how to do it. This is why those who knew how to swim were considered familiar with evil spirits. In medieval Europe, if a woman surfaced after being thrown into the water, she was considered a witch and then burned or tortured. Great. So if you don't swim and you don't come up again, you simply drown. But if you do, you get burned or tortured. What a life. Well, what do you know? A witch in Vakul's kingdom. I haven't been underwater for a long time. You alive, Vasilisa? How do you like our hospitality, sister? I can breathe here. How is this possible? You're a Noah. You need at least some knowledge for swimming. And the especially knowledgeable are able to walk underwater. Fine, tell me about this Vakul. Has Vakul been expecting me? Well, he knows quite a bit. Can you guide me to him? I can. I don't hold a grudge towards you. What about the salt? Did you take the brine? Vakul is the one who manages everything that's in the water, the salt as well. I am just a Rusalka. You again. Why don't I deal with you right now? Here? In my home? Besides, who would guide you to Vakul? You won't make it there without me. She does have a point. Alright, let's go talk to you, Vakul. You should be more polite. You're in his domain, after all. Follow me. First, we'll go to the village through the forest, and then from the Drowner's Circle it won't take us long. Stop, don't swim so fast. Keep up, witch. Oh, wow. Okay. Seaweed thicket, sandy bottom. Underwater village. Drowner's Circle, underwater crawl space. Okay. New place, new journey. I think perfect opportunity to take a short break. We've adjusted some of our cards now. I'm really curious to see if that will make a difference in the upcoming fights. I did see as one of the last notes that our health has been replenished, which is great. It still doesn't give me the greatest of confidence, but we do have 2 Adam's Head again, so that's already, another 16 health on top of what we have at the moment. But yeah, some good progress, a little bit of side questing again as well, and some interesting and unique enemies with some harsh skills. That eternal or ethereal or whatever that status is, that's a really hard one to get by, and we really only have one set of cards at the moment that allows us to actually remove that. And I'm not sure if we were just lucky, if it's arbitrary, or if it's RNG, if it just decides this on random, because I obviously can't choose which status it should remove first, but it did go with the ethereal first, and then it took out the vampirism when we played the second card. But that could be a real problem moving forward. Anyhow, we shall see this on the next one, but thank you again for joining me on the next chapter of Black Book, and I really, really hope to see you again on the next one. But until then, look after yourself, take care, bye bye.